Now that we have studied prokaryotes in detail, let us look at eukaryotes next. The study of eukaryotes has been divided into 4 parts, this one being part 1. First, we will look at the characteristics, classification, examples, and structure of a eukaryotic cell. Part 2 will cover the external structures, cytoplasmic membrane, and the cytoplasm. Parts 3 and 4 will consist of the study of the internal structures of eukaryotes. The word "eu" means true and karyot means nucleus. Eukaryotes are therefore organisms with cells that have a true nucleus due to the presence of a nuclear membrane, as you can see in this diagram. Eukaryotes have several membranous organelles in their cytoplasm. The DNA of eukaryotes is in the form of multiple linear chromosomes. Finally, eukaryotes are relatively large and more complex in both structure and function when compared to prokaryotes. In terms of classification, the domain Eukarya has 4 kingdoms. Those are the Protista, the plant, the fungi, and the animals. Shown here are a few examples of eukaryotes: an amoeba, which is a protista, yeast cells, examples of fungi, onion skin cells, example of plant cells of course, and heart muscle cells, example of animal cells. Shown here is a schematic diagram of a eukaryotic cell. Some of the main structures shown here are the plasma membrane, also known as the cytoplasmic membrane, the nucleus, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum shown here, and the rough endoplasmic reticulum, which contains ribosomes on it, the mitochondria, peroxisomes and lysosomes, ribosomes as shown on the rough endoplasmic reticulum and free in the cytoplasm, centrioles, the flagella, which may or may not exist in all cells, and the cytoskeleton, composed of microtubules, intermediate filaments, and microfilaments. We will look at these structures in detail at a later time. So in conclusion, eukaryotes are cells that have nucleus, membranous organelles, multiple linear DNA. They are relatively large and complex compared to prokaryotes. The domain eukaryote has 4 kingdoms: protista, plant, fungi, and animals. Examples are amoeba, onion cells, mold, and heart muscle cells. Shown here again is a diagram of an eukaryotic cell showing the cell membrane, the cytoplasm, some of the organelles that I had already described before, and shown here in detail is the nucleus, showing the nuclear membrane, the nuclear pores, and the nucleolus within the nucleus. This concludes part 1 of the study of eukaryotes.